David and Annie shares huge baby update. Hello lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Amelia. Hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel. David Toborowsky and Annie Suwan are back with new updates amid their pregnancy journey. The two were successful with their IVF procedure earlier this year. In July, the married couple officially announced they were expecting their first child. Since then, David and Annie have been sharing their excitement, documenting all their preparations for their upcoming baby. How are David Toborowsky and Annie Suwan today? David and Annie have been thriving on and off cameras. The 90-Day Fiancé stars have been regulars on Pillow Talk. Aside from their job with TLC, they're also running a clothing business online. David previously made headlines after announcing that he finally received his real estate license. He has already made a couple of deals, and it seems his new career is paying off well. He even surprised Annie with a new Mercedes SUV last month. Many are also glad that they're now one of the most successful couples in the franchise, despite all the doubts from many fans during their early days together, especially when they had to live in a storage facility. A 90-Day Fiancé fan page recently reposted David Toborowsky and Annie Suwan's latest IG post featuring updates about their pregnancy. They talked about many things regarding their upcoming child, such as what qualities the baby will have. According to David, he hopes that the baby will have his wife's personality, humor, and hair. Meanwhile, Annie hopes that their baby will have David's brain, adding that her husband can answer any questions. She also admired how David had been by her side since getting pregnant. She revealed that her husband likes to cook and perform most of the household chores for her. David later said that they're now past their first trimester and Annie is now experiencing nighttime sickness. Annie agrees and confesses that she's been craving many kinds of fruits and vegetables. The two ended their video by thanking all the fans for the support they were showing. One of the most recent clips of Annie and David's baby was an ultrasound clip last month. According to Annie, she couldn't believe how active her baby was. "This is the most beautiful move I ever seen in my life," the 90-Day Fiancé star captioned. Many were also glad that the baby was healthy, considering all the sensitive procedures Annie Suwan and David Toborowsky had to get through. The two are expected to welcome their first child sometime in March 2025. Annie Suwan and David Toborowsky share pregnancy update after incredible IVF journey. Couple Annie Suwan Toborowsky and David Toborowsky are eagerly awaiting the birth of their first child together. Annie and David opened up to about their journey with in vitro fertilization and the big decisions that await them in the future after announcing Annie's pregnancy on July 5. Having hit the 3-month mark of her pregnancy, Annie told Pop Culture, "It's been hard dealing with the nausea that hit her every evening during the first trimester, which she coined her nighttime sickness." Pregnancy symptoms aside, Annie and David agree it's been an amazing journey going through IVF as they prepare to welcome their first child together. David is also father to daughters Ashley and Brittany and son Jacob from a previous relationship. The IVF journey has been incredible, and to have a baby with Annie is something that will outlast our lifetime, especially mine, David told Pop Culture. So to be able to share that with the fans, who are like family, has really helped us in a way because of the prayers of support. Journey is not easy. David continued that he hoped his and Annie's candor with their IVF experience could help someone else decide whether or not that path toward parenthood is right for them, which is why Annie shared everything about her pregnancy on her Instagram, including the embryo transfer and news that it had been a success. "I hope that it helps that we can share that and hopefully have a positive impact in people's lives. the expectant father said. With a baby on the way, David said there are still a lot of big decisions to be made, including if Annie wants to have the baby in Arizona or her home country of Thailand. There are plenty of logistics to be considered, but both David and Annie agreed they're both looking forward to seeing their baby's face for the first time and encouraged people on a similar path to hang in there. "There's a reason for everything," Annie told Pop Culture. "I know it's very hard. It's very painful. You have to go through a lot of the needle and medicine, but everything is worth it." David chimed in, "If you have a positive attitude, then you'll have a positive outcome, no matter what it is." David and Annie are officially pregnant. The 90-day fiancé couple underwent IVF and are now into their second trimester of pregnancy, with David hoping the baby inherits Annie's physique. We've watched 90-Day Fiancé's David and Annie from the start. Soon we can expect to see them take on parenthood, despite earlier concerns they would not be able to have children together. David and Annie have announced they are expecting a baby to arrive in March 2025 after an IVF journey. They recently shared a photo of a scan, with Annie kissing the pages with excitement. The happy couple shared the news on July 5, years after they first sparked pregnancy rumors in November 2022. David had a vasectomy several years ago, leaving Annie unsure if they'd have a child. The news of a successful embryo transfer comes just 5 months after Annie, originally from Thailand, became an American citizen after answering at least 10 out of 100 possible questions on an exam. Annie hopes their baby will take after David's clever brain, as you can ask him any question and he'll always have an answer. She described her husband's brain as like a memory card. David joked, "It doesn't mean it's the right answer, but I'll have an answer." Either way, he's certainly getting brownie points for taking care of Annie during her pregnancy. Annie, who is going into her second trimester, said, "David's been amazing taking care of me. He always cleans up in the kitchen after his wife cooks. He even got me a new washing machine." David is crossing his fingers their baby will have 3 of Annie's main traits: her personality, physique, and hair, including her eyebrows. He said, "I hope the baby will definitely have Annie's personality." The TLC star also hopes they will have Annie's humor, while she wants their baby to have the same head of hair as her. As the baby is on Thai time, Annie is experiencing nighttime sickness, but is doing great. David is so grateful to fans, writing, "Thank you all so much for the love and support as we have been going through this process for 9 months and have more to